Hi friends, welcome back to my channel and welcome to my November reading journal setup. It's been a while. We haven't done a reading journal setup in a while, and I thought it would be a nice time of year to sit down together and put my spread together. So I went through my stuff. I didn't want to buy anything new or print anything new, and found some washi tape, some prints, and some stickers that I really liked, and thought we can somewhat put them all together and make a nice cohesive spread. I was really feeling these like purpley muted pink vibes as well as neutral tones, so I got all the things I could find all together so we can put it all together and make something beautiful out of it. So I first started off with two different prints I have here of some greens, and then the one print that I showed in the beginning, and then I just was fooling around trying to figure out what stickers I liked. I ended up finding this floral one that I really liked, so you see me kind of putting it down and trying to find the spots for everything, but that's basically what it is like putting a spread together, just finding the correct spots for all the things you want to put on your spread and hoping it goes well. For every month in my reading journal, I like to have a main spread that kind of brings the vibe of the new month into my reading journal. And on my monthly page, I like to put a monthly TBR down. I don't put monthly TBRs up on my channel, but I always have a loose idea of what I want to read for the month. So here you'll see all the books that I want to read. I had 10 initially to put down, and you'll see that I messed up on my squares here, but you know, we just added a couple extra books and it all turned out in the end. But the books that I want to read for the month of November are War and Peace, Crime and Punishment, The Assassin's Blade, Anne of Avonlea, Lost and Lassoed, New Poems, which is a Rilke poem collection, Forever Strong, Feel Good Productivity, Intermezzo, Kafka on the Shore, The Story of a New Name, Beloved, and Spectacular. Very ambitious, especially with War and Peace and Crime and Punishment all in one month, but I have a lot of books left on my yearly TBR to read by the end of the year, so I've got to just buckle down and get it all done. Let me know what you want to read in the month of November, if you have any specific reading plans. I find November is a little bit of a weird month. It's like fall but winter, you know, especially in Canada. It gets cold here pretty quickly, so it's just one of those odd months, but definitely a month where I stay in for majority of the time. Next, we'll move on to my read and rated page of the month, which I also do every month. I like to keep track of how many pages I read in a day in a specific month. It's kind of fun to look back on and see where I have read more, what times of the month I've read more, what months I've read more or less in. And so this is where my washi tape comes in, as well as all of the colors that I picked kind of for the mood of this month. I also love using stamps for any headers. I find it makes my journal look so cohesive and put together, and I find my handwriting is sometimes neater than other times, so having a stamp makes my life so much easier and makes my journal look so much more nicer. For this month, my color palette is a lot of pinks and purples and some neutrals and then a hint of green. I think all of these colors go perfectly with the pictures and stickers I chose for my monthly spread, and also just for the vibes of the month. I also input 14 spots in each month for all the books that I read. I typically don't go even close to 14 in a month, but I have had months where I have gone over. You know, it's happened before. And then on the right side, whatever book I write down and the corresponding color is what I input on the graph on the right to show how many pages of that said book I've read that day or that month. Most of the time, I do not read more than 7 books at a time, so I'm able to not overlap colors and also keep it looking really nice and cohesive in a pattern. Now we're setting up my little graph that I have for every month. And so on the left, you'll see I put the days of the month, and then at the bottom, I put the amount of pages that I read. And so I go in increments of 10 up until 100 pages, and then after that, I go in increments of 25. Most days, I don't go over 300 pages, which is the max of my graph, but sometimes I do, and that just means I read more than 300 pages that day, which is crazy and some of the better reading days for sure. And to finish off the page, I'm stamping out pages read at the bottom of the page and adding some fun bookish stamps to end off this monthly spread. Here, I'm just showing you what a blank new month looks like and then what past months have looked like for me. So here we've got October and then September, August. I love all the different colors, but that's what a new month looks like, and then we'll see how it looks like by the end of November. So thank you all for watching. I hope you enjoyed seeing my reading journal setup for the month. Let me know what you're planning on reading in November and how your bullet journal spreads are going for this month. And I'll see you all in my next video. Bye!